Good morning. As I promised, I was going to write out the pattern for, can't see it on my iPad here, but write out the pattern for this zigzag pretty easy hat. Most of you probably have done this pattern because a lot of Afghans are made this way. So I just took that and made a hat out of it. And anyways, it's easy peasy. I'm using Bernat, but you can use any medium weight ply yarn. And this pattern, I'm going to write it out for 2 colors, but you can easily do 1 color or 3, 4, however ambitious you're feeling. I hate tying in loose ends, so the less colors for me, the better. And so yeah, so we're just I'm going to start with the darker contrast yarn, like if you chose 2 colors, because we'll be joining this at the end, and I find if you use the darker color, you can't see the seam compared to if I use the lighter color. So let's get started. First off, we're going to chain 40. So instead of you watching me do all the stitches one by one, I'm going to cut and edit the video and go from there. So first off, we're going to chain 40. Alright, 40 stitches chained, and I'm kind of doing this one a little bit different. I'm writing it out as I do the video, so just bear with me. Okay, so first thing I'm going to do is single crochet in the first 5 chains. Obviously you're going to skip the very first one. But so in the second chain from hook, you're going to single crochet. And when I posted my videos on YouTube, like I'm not teaching you how to crochet, so because I got a lot of complaints that I was crocheting too fast, even though I was trying to go pretty slow. So I'll still try to go slow, but this is more for just how to do the pattern. I'm assuming you all know how to do all the stitches. But if I get somewhere that I know is hard to explain on paper, I will definitely take my time in those areas. The only part that would be for me to have a hard time writing on, oh sorry, I don't have my English this morning, is the joining the seam. But when we get there, I'll explain that. So I have 2, 4, 5. So in the 6th chain, we're going to do 3 single crochet. I'm trying to center myself here. And then 5. So as you can tell, that's what our ripples are going to be, is 5. I just want to get to the bottom here and explain because they're not really, the way I write my decrease 3 single crochet, I have it as DEC 3 single SC. So I just want to explain what that is. So 2, 4, 5. So in the next 3 chains, I'm going to be decreasing in it because we want to get the V back up. So I just insert hook, pull through, insert hook, pull through, and insert hook, pull through. So you've done that to the next 3 chains. Yarn over and then just pull through all 4 loops, and that's how you decrease 3 single crochet. Well, here it's on chain, but it will be on single crochet in the next rows. So then we just continue on with your 5, and then 3 single crochet in the same stitch in the sixth one. So we're at 2, 4, 5, and then 1, 2, 3 in the same stitch. Sorry, see, I'm going fast. Well, that wasn't fast, but I feel like I'm going fast. So as you can see, we're going to get the started ripple effect. So I'm going to go ahead and finish this row, and then I'll show you how to add on the next color. Okay, so I finished the row. Throughout the hat, all these rows are actually 2 rows of the same color, but because I'm going to be joining to this color at when I'm completed crocheting the hat, I'm only going to do 1 row just for this one. So now we're going to change color. So instead of completing my stitch at the very last stitch, instead of doing the final pull through, this is where I'm going to change color. So I chose this gray to go with the red, but I mean obviously you can choose whatever color. So that's what I'm going to do, is add this. So I'm going to finish the final pull through with the new color, chain 1 and turn. Also too, first row is the only one where you can chain 5 without having to decrease. So from now and throughout the hat, the very first 2 and the very last 2 stitches of the row you're going to be decreasing. So the very like I said, the very first one you're going to decrease, so, and only 2 stitches, not 3. So, and other part I should also mention is we're only going to be working in the back loops of the stitch, and that's how you get the ripply bumpy effect. So insert hook in the back loop, pull up, and do it again in the next stitch, and then we're going to do our decrease. Because if you didn't decrease, then you end up with 6 stitches, then you end up with 7 stitches. So it's important to decrease in the beginning and end of each row. So now we're going to single crochet in the next 4, and then it's basically the same as we done in the first row. So including our decreased stitch, we have 5, so 2, 4, 5, and then the very top we're going to 3 single crochet, and then single crochet in the next 5. Sorry, I'm trying to go slow. I just don't want to bore you to death. So we have 4, 5. So here's where we're going to decrease 3 to keep that V going. So same thing, scrubbies on your blanket. On your blanket. Sorry, my dog just came in. Sorry, so 1, 2, and 3, and then we're going to pull through all 4 stitches, and that continues our V. So, and then each row is going to be the same from this one. So you're going to do 5, and then 3 single crochet in the 6th stitch, or the very top of the V, and then continue on. So I'm going to go to the end of the row and I'll show you how to decrease. Okay, so I've reached the end of my 2nd row, so I'm just going to show you, I've crocheted 4, and now we're just going to decrease. So insert hook and pull up a loop through the next 2 stitches, and then through all. And then you're going to chain 1, turn, and then as you can tell, this is going to be the back side because this part isn't as pretty as the other side. So there is going to be a right side and a back side, so you'll have to watch that when you do attach the hat together. So then again, same thing, decrease at the beginning of the first 2 stitches. So decrease, and then continue on. So you'll single crochet the next 4, 3 single crochet on the top, single crochet the next 5, and then decrease 3 single crochet on the bottom here and continue through. And then at the end of the row you'll be changing colors. So I'm going to continue with this row, and then I'll just show one more time how to change colors, and then that should be it until I get to the end of the hat. Okay, so I've reached the end, and we're going to decrease. And again, like previous, we're not going to do the last pull through with this color. This is when we're going to be changing colors. So we're going to pull, loop up, and then do the same in the next stitch. So the last 2 stitches you're decreasing. So I have 3 loops, and this is where I'm going to change color. Make sure you grab the right one, because I have been known to grab the short end and maybe say a swear word or two. So grab your next color and then do your final pull through with your new color. So, and don't worry about the thread that's carrying over, because as you can see in the hat, you don't see it at all, because I attached it by single crocheting, so it does hide it when you do the finishing touches of the hat. So now you're going to chain 1 and turn, and then you're going to be doing the same stitches all the way through. Once I count how many rows, I will let you know on how many more rows to do like this. I didn't do that ahead of time. So same thing, just decrease the first 2 stitches and work through 3 stitches on the top, and then you're decreasing 3 on the bottom, and don't forget to decrease the last 2. So you're just going to continue on like this, and when I get through done crocheting this hat, before I attach it, I'll let you know on how many rows to work. So happy crocheting.